Hello. Greetings, Starseed children. I wanted to come on real quick and to do a live. This is our episode 16. I hope everyone is feeling the high energies because it's really expanded right now. So I wanted to talk a little bit about dream state and where we're heading into to the superhuman quantum human abilities, divine human abilities, quantum human abilities. A lot of you guys are going to be mastering your MERKABA vehicle abilities in your dream state. So I hope everyone is expanded enough. I'm going to share a little bit about my Kundalini awakening experience, and then in the next episodes, I will go a little bit more into depths about the crystalline body. Crystalline body is the Kundalini body. There's the crystal body and the light body. Okay, so what is Kundalini awakening? A Kundalini awakening is you activating your 12 crystalline DNA strand templates. Okay, so if you want to, you can write this down so you have an understanding of what is happening to you and your physical body. A Kundalini awakening is your crystalline light body. Kundalini awakening is you awakening to higher states of consciousness, activating your thymus chakra, and then what you're doing is you are crystallizing. You're becoming a crystal human. That's going to be your first body, and it's a crystalline body. So the Kundalini awakening experience, I'm going to go into that in a minute, but I just wanted everyone to understand that if you are having Kundalini awakenings, experiences, higher states of consciousness, opening up your thymus chakra, you are activating your crystal silica 12 DNA strands. Okay, so you're activating your DNA strands. Just want you to know that. It is a natural process, and I will say natural. It's natural and organic. Okay. Now at this point we're way past beyond the Kundalini experiences. So a lot of you guys most likely will be activating your plasma body, which will be intense for all of you. I will tell you this, that I've had a lot of people coming to me with lots of pain in their body and really high intense what they feel like is Kundalini energies. I'm going to say it's a plasma Kundalini. It's I'm going to say you're having a plasma awakening at this point, because tuning into my higher self said we're way past the Kundalini at this point. So hopefully the human consciousness and the human intelligence, and then also a lot of the ones that are out there, hopefully they will awaken to the ones that are assisting people, awaken that the Kundalini is way past go in the past. Okay, so what the higher self is saying is that the crystalline body is a plasma system. Most likely everyone's activating a plasma system at this point. So those timelines are completed, and we have transitioned, we have moved on, if you want to say, as a collectives and humanitarian collectives, yes, humanity collectives, that now a lot of people are going to be experiencing the plasma system coming fully online. There's 3 bodies. The crystal body would be the Kundalini awakening. Those of you that have been awakened in the past 30 years, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, and in the 10 years mark. So 2012, okay, 2010, 2012. That's going to be all Kundalini awakenings, okay? We have moved very fast. The planet has, obviously, moved through an orbit. So now a lot of you guys are going to be experiencing plasma systems, which is on a bone level, which will be intense and a lot of pain. Okay, so I just wanted to tell the truth. I'm not to put this into the consciousness or to put you into fear. Just letting you know the truth is that you'll be upgrading even faster to a plasma system diamond. There is the diamond body though, yes. Diamond body, diamond structures, and plasma system. So it would be a diamond plasma awakening. Diamond plasma energy matrix, okay? So it's a multidimensional earth system, and everyone's unique to their own blueprints. So I'm just saying for most, for some, and then maybe not, okay? Maybe that's not true for everyone. So I'm just bringing in the information right now. Well, we're going to move into I have a class coming up soon. If anyone wants to join in, you guys can go on our events. You can sign up for our class if you want to. We're about to go into a class for about 45 minutes to an hour, And I teach people how to tap into their super consciousness and their quantum consciousness abilities, super consciousness abilities, which is more deeper connection to your higher self, but also for you to bring in frequency codes and downloads. I feel like that's important for all starseeds and everyone awakening, is for them to understand what are frequency downloads, what is organic data. I can bring in the activations, but I also am a teacher. So because I'm a multi-dimensional mastery teacher, I would teach you how to go into the super consciousness. So if you guys are going to sign up, we start at 11:11 Mountain Time right now. You guys will have to bring colored pens and sketchbooks and crystals and oracle cards, anything that's going to open you up. And you can paint if you want to, so you can bring canvases and art. You can always paint in our classes, because the point is to teach you guys how to bring in the plasma, the activations, the frequencies, to bring it into the physical, taking a higher frequency, fifth dimensional frequency and beyond, and bring it into the physical however you're going to do it. Some people connect to numbers too, or equations. So it's opening up and bringing in your own way. And then also there's automatic writing too as well. Kind of moving on into that dream state. All of you guys are going to be experiencing something massive right now. A lot of you guys are going to be mastering your MERKABA vehicle abilities. Those of you that are just now in your awakening stages, and I'm just going to say from level 1 to level 3, the ones that are constructing their MERKABA vehicles. Construction of the MERKABA vehicles, there's 5 phases of the MERKABA. Okay, there are higher phases too as well, but for right now we're going to keep it simple for all of you. There's 5 phases of the MERKABA vehicle of light. It is kind of like Transformers, where you would break down one vehicle and then you would double or triple up, and then there's the diamond vehicle, and then there's the full body system is the MERKABA vehicle, and that's the plasma vehicle. That's a full body system. Okay, these systems are going to be a little bit different than others, a little bit different from Christic systems too as well. We have all new systems coming in. Not everyone on this planet is going to be the same. So there is Christic systems, and there's other different types of systems too as well. Hi, how are you doing? Connecting to all of you, sending love. So just wanted you to know that if you see your vehicle as your vehicle of light is different, then it is different. So there's no right or wrong way, and that's really linear, to be honest with you. The ones that I do tune into, I'm going to say that's very much linear way, because we're all unique and everyone has a lot of people have different gene codes and DNA too as well. And also multidimensionals from other times and spaces. Crystal children are very old, but it's their first time here. So you can only imagine what kind of vehicles they're going to have. Kind of tuning into that. Going back, dream state, mastering your MERKABA vehicle abilities, mastering time. So if you guys have not noticed that there's nothing anymore. Okay, so there's no past and there's no present. There's nothing. There's no past, present, future anymore. I don't know how to explain it to you. Multiple abilities are coming online, so a lot of you guys are going to be seeing yourselves etherically biolocating, translocating, mastering these abilities in your dream state so you can master them in your waking state. Superhuman abilities is super quantum human, and we're going to call it the super quantum human abilities. Okay, this is where we are already at, so we are already there. We upgraded very fast as gatekeepers. We accelerated, we upgrade, which means lots of cleansing, clearing, lots of removing the carbon and upgrading to a crystal system really fast, a diamond body system, also plasma diamond body. I'm more right now constructing the diamond plasma system. It's actually really cool, but it's all star particle, universal star particle. It's a universal soul system. It's universal because it's the only way I can actually be able to show you, kind of like through vision, that it really does look like universal star particles. I can tune into the crystals and the stars and the diamonds in my physical body, and they telepathically communicate to me. It's a full system, so it's a super quantum computer system again. okay? The human intelligence once was, and the density fell on the planet. Now the density on the planet is becoming no longer. So obviously the frequencies are raising, which means the human intelligence has to speed up. We're already there at translocation, teleportation, etheric biolocation, superhuman abilities. We're already there. So as gatekeepers, we had to move really fast. And you can say moving fast through belief systems too as well. Everything's at a light speed. When we move at a quantum light. Okay, so we see flashes of light, and that's actually how we teleport and we move throughout the day. And this is our norm. Okay, this is what is our normal to us, and we're way past believing. And we do not surround ourselves around people either. Those timelines are done. Anyone who's in a third dimensional consciousness or a fourth dimensional consciousness, those I'm going to say those bandwidths do not exist anymore. So those anyone communicating to us about doubts, okay, so doubting and soul contracts and even friendships for about 10 years, gone. Everybody's gone, because everyone will have to be gone, because we have a new soul group. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, because right now we're clearing a lot for Atlantis, and I'm doing my Atlantis class soon. So I'm very excited. I'm doing lots of Atlantis classes, and that's beautiful. And then we're going to Lemuria, and then we're going to Lyra, and then most likely we're going to be activating every strand for every galactic councils, and that's where we're going to move back and forth. And it's all in geometrics. Everything that we do is in sacred geometry and geometrics and equations, and it is for the collective consciousness. So everything we do, all of us coming together, is something really big. So at first the human self wants to see everything and wants confirmation. Moving past the confirmation, you don't need it, because that's all just your ego. So lots of dissolving the ego will have to take place. New soul group, pay attention in your dream state right now to who do you see in your dream state. Who are you actually tuning into? Who is there? You'll see lots of new people. That's going to be your new quantum human, and it is quantum human. So they're going to be different, and they're going to have very superhuman abilities, way past the third dimension and way past the fourth dimension completely. Okay, so when we say way past, meaning there is no doubts there. There's no confirmation for the ego. There's no ego. So because there's no ego at all, everyone knows who they are. They know that they're quantum humans. They know that they can teleport. They know they can translocate. They know they can telepathically communicate to each other. They know they can do high alchemy. They know they can do high alchemy ceremony work. They're already there. They know that the god selves. There's lots of gods that are already online completely. We're already there. The gods are already awakened. So they're in a higher dimensional earth system, with ascension upgrades. So we've already worked through the gates. We are the gatekeepers and the grid keepers. So the god selves were already there. So we are the quantum humans. And it's just a returning. So it's really simple. We've already done this before, but now we'll be aligning to our actual, a lot of you guys are going to see yourselves aligning to your soul group. Okay. Multiple timelines, Atlantis, lots of Atlantis in the dream state, but also a lot of teachings in the MERKABA vehicle. You're taught in your dream state sometimes, and then that's not true either, because I'm taught in my waking state. So I was always taught in my waking state how to master my abilities. And that was with my Kundalini awakening in 2012, 2013. So you have to understand, it was a very long time ago. The only thing is that I was a quantum human, a gatekeeper, awakening really fast, surrounded by nothing but 3D consciousness, human intelligence. So it was very intense for me, extremely intense. I did align, I created and materialized to align to galactic humans, and it was only a few, to be honest with you. Only a few, but that's fine. One is good enough. One alignment with a physical person that is a galactic superhuman is good enough. But I had my lower self that I had to upgrade. So I had to upgrade my lower self for a very long time, and it was about 3 to 5 years. So moving past everything. It's very accelerated rate, and I just wanted to talk about it because you have to understand a lot of you guys will be mastering your MERKABA, mastering MERKABA mechanics, and that's most likely you could be in school with Arcturians. Arcturians are the Emerald Order too as well. There's different councils coming in for assistance. We also have the Mantis councils. I work with the Mantises because the Mantises are very old. Okay, so whatever you guys believe is your belief systems, whoever you connect with is whoever you want to connect with. But I'm going to go for the oldest in the galaxy, okay? In order for me to learn how to master time. I want to mastering time, anything mastering the abilities, the time traveling abilities, yeah. Now, the mantises that I communicate to are going to be the mantises from the Ioni councils. So you would have to understand who is coming into play, at least in my reality. Yes, they're from a Stargate council. So I work with lots of Stargate councils, but I have multidimensional me's. And when I see my mantises, when I see the prey, and they look like prey mantises, just want you guys to know that. When I see the prey mantises, I am so excited because I know that I'm about to go home inward. So home for me, the mantises are my signs of home. They are the closest to my heart. So I don't know how to explain it to you, but when I see them, I get excited and I ask, am I going home yet? Like, am I going all the way home yet? Because I'm really excited. So I have these profound experiences with these beautiful beings, and this is my norm. So there's a lot of people on their sacred journeys. Your experience is your experience. So you can experience whatever you want to experience. But I like to experience the Aurora Earth and also the parallel Earths, the alternate parallel universes within inside of me. So what we are doing is the episodes that we are creating for all of you is for you guys to know that there is the new universe, which a lot of you guys know about the Aurora platforms. Okay? Those of you that do know about it, well, we decided we're going to kind of take you on this journey as we have to move through ascension upgrades. I have to go through many ascension upgrades in order to completely the full band of the conscious field. The full universe is the new universe in the Aurora system. So this is the reason why we're doing the episodes for you guys. When I like to connect to different councils that I know are home to me. So those are the highest homes, if you want to say. Emerald Order is 100%. Amethyst Order and Gold Ray Orders. And these are different orders, and there's other orders too. But I'm going to say the Stargate councils are always going to be, 10 and 9, because that's Andromedan. Andromedan councils are the Andromedan blue beings, and those are my family kids, if you want to say. But I communicate Council 9. But it's not the Council of 9. These are Stargate councils. So those of you that do know what the Stargate council is, the Stargate council is going to be the Stargate 9. So I just want you to know that. Stargate 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so they're actual Stargates. Stargate councils is actually the actual Stargates. So I just wanted, if you guys hear these, yes, I wanted you to know that. A lot of the councils you guys could be communicating with are most likely Stargate councils, and you don't know it yet, right? So we wanted to just take you on a journey to tell you guys what is coming in right now. A lot of you guys are going to be clearing multiple timelines. It's going to be very vivid, clear dreams, but there's lots of mastering time. We have to catch up to what's happening in the grids. So everyone, the crystal grids and the diamond and the plasma grids, we're in the plasma. We have to catch up universally right now and multiverse. It's a very high accelerated speed. So A to Z timelines are completely wiping. Millions and trillions of timelines are wiping. So right now we had an acceleration to, you can call it a 0 point, that 0 point state, but it's really cool because there's no time. I don't know how to explain it. There was a huge universal time grid collapse, and that's what happened. So now all of you guys are going to be working your dream states really fast to be able to master to master these new abilities coming online. So a lot of you guys will have some really cool abilities in the dream state, or you're mastering it in your waking state. And this is all your MERKABA vehicle system. You'll either be teaching and training in your waking state, which a lot of us do. I'll teach classes. I know it sounds funny, but me and my sister will teach classes. I have a soul sister. We would teach classes in our waking state because we can see the ones we're teaching and their energy bodies. So it'll look like quantum blue energy bodies or platinum energy bodies. Those are all the indigos, all the soul groups, all the indigos, the crystal children, light workers. Okay, we would be teaching them in our waking state. But you wouldn't, if you walked in human to human, you know, you wouldn't, if you were to see like our boards and we're sitting there teaching, you wouldn't, you would see no one. Standing there, I don't know, there would be no one, but we're teaching. So we're teaching all the time. And that was like for years. So that was like for 3 years. That was like 3 years ago. So we're teaching in our waking state, and I would have boards up, and I would get up every morning and I would do equations and quantum physics, and I would telepathically be teaching. And I can speak out loud. I don't care. I talk to all of my higher selves out loud all the time. So I'm way past that reality. But teleportation is very clean and clear in the waking state. So I can see all of my students teleporting to me now physically. Before it was just energy bodies. Now I wake up and I can see people teleporting to me. Physical teleportation like this, like physical body, not an energy body anymore. So I'm trying to tell you about the mastering of the abilities right now of what we're doing. So I would be telepathically teaching classes, and that's what we do because we pretty much know that we are teachers. We are the multidimensional teachers up in the higher realms. So we would pull out the boards, and that was like for 3 years, and we'll just sit there and teach them. But now I'm doing all super quantum computer system teaching. So now I'm sitting here multidimensionally, even if I'm working out or at the gym, and I'm teaching all of my students the energy bodies. All of my classes all of my classes, I'm actually sitting here teaching them when I'm working out, when I'm going to the gym, working out. I'm teaching them how to master time by working out. It's actually really cool. Multidimensionally teaching training, multidimensionally as you're working out, multidimensionally getting a lot of stuff done, all like in a nanosecond. Super quantum computer system abilities, multidimensionally merging with all of your higher selves, clearing the density off of your root chakra, your spinal cord, you know, stuff like that when you're working out in the gym. And I'm actually telepathically doing it. So I have a whole class, and most of the time you'll be seeing us teaching you in your dream state. And that's how you would tune into it, is that you will see us in your dream state teaching you. So I actually have a massive classroom, but it's on my ship. So you have to understand my ship it's a multidimensional system. So you guys are most likely just in my classroom in my ship. I don't know how to explain it more than that. So now it's all super quantum computer system abilities, teaching people how to walk and teleport through time and stuff like that. So this is like my waking state. That's why I say we do everything for humanity. That's all we do is everything for humanity. It's not a joke. Like, we wake up only for you guys. And that's pretty much what we do. And you will realize that I'm sharing today, and we are sharing today, so you guys understand that you guys really are not alone. Starseeds are not alone. Indigos are not alone. You guys are not alone. We're always connected to each other in a light grid. We're all assisting each other. We're all working with each other in the dream state or the waking state. The teachers, the way showers, the ones that are fully online, the ones that are also in their God self, 100% 12-dimensional quantum human strands, we're up teaching you. In our waking state, we don't ever stop. We don't stop assisting our family ever. Okay? So this is where we say this is the true we consciousness. This is the true unity consciousness. This is our fun, and it is fun. It's a fun life to sit there and to be able to tap into everything. So in your dream state, a lot of you guys are going to be mastering many library systems, all library systems at a light speed MERKABA mechanics, and then also some really cool abilities, but you're most likely going to be aligning to new soul groups. So I created a bunch of classes, and we'll always have our classes for our Starseed Evolution channel classes. It's on our community page. There is energy exchanges, and then we do free classes, and we'll go back to doing free classes again. And that will most likely just be a workshop that we'll hold on here on our channel. And that is for everyone. So we have free resources on our school. And that's for all of you guys. So it's all there, and it's all for everyone that's just awakening. Those of you that want to go into soul dedication, then you would come and actually work with us. And that's an energetic exchange. So that would just be a little bit different. And we designed everything for everyone, and we're turning this more into a really cool quantum human school for all of you guys. So in your dream state, you want to pay attention to who you're seeing and see who are you seeing, because it's most likely going to be your new soul group. They'll materialize in the next 6 months to a year. Okay, you have to understand there's a difference between the speed time here and the physical, and a speed, especially if you're vibrating at a lower frequency. If you are vibrating at a lower frequency, and it is a lower, if you're not vibrating at a high speed frequency yet, it will take probably about 3 to 6 months or almost a year for them to materialize. So please remember that. If you're vibrating really high, your new soul family will come in really, really quickly. That's the reason why we design everything, so you guys could find each other very quickly. Moving on to that, Kundalini Awakening experiences. I'm going to speak about it, and then I am going to have to get off of here because I'll have to kind of switch over real quick. Kundalini Awakening experiences in 2017 was massive for a lot of people. Okay, so my Kundalini physical ascension, physical light body, physical MERKABA upgrade, I'm going to say. The physical ascension didn't start until 2017, and I'm going to say in the spinal cord. All right. The reason why I'm going to say the spinal cord is because the heart opened with the solar eclipse in 2017. When the eclipse in 2017 hit, I had a massive heart expansion, and it felt like I was having a heart attack. The reason why I'm sharing this with you, the Kundalini experience, because that is, I had to go through my Kundalini experience and my diamond experience, plasma experience, all in like 5 years. Like that. Everything done very at a light speed, because I'm a gatekeeper. So 2017 is when it hit another high peak, and a very high peak of everything opening, but the ascension body coming online. So I'm going to share with you today, because a lot of you guys just experienced this recently with the eclipse that just happened. Physical body pain. Okay, I felt like I was having a heart attack for almost a week. I was being taken out of my body and thrown back into my body twice. Okay, I was waking up and my tetrahedrons were in a spin. So when I was waking up, I had vertigo very bad, and it's not vertigo, it's your tetrahedrons. Okay, so I'm experiencing this again a lot, which is really cool. It will feel like vertigo, but I was so much in my human that I dropped into fear big time. The tetrahedron started to take flight, so it was the MERKABA that started to activate more and to spin. I was already activated, but it was excruciating pain. Okay, the heart portal popped open really fast, and I was taken out of my body and put back into my body, and then my whole organs, my whole body shut down and rebooted, and that's a reboot. Just want you to know that. So I was outside. I had energy surges throughout my whole body, accelerated, and this is in 2017. So those of you could be experiencing it now. My plasma grid was coming online at a rapid speed. And that's really what it was, is that the body shut all the way down completely, and I was in my room. I was doing this all by myself, but you have no choice to do it by yourself. Okay? So you're going to have to realize that your higher self and you have a contract. And the highest higher self of you, which is your universal soul, is the one who is going to get you through everything. Okay? So remember that too, because that's really important. You can have other multidimensionals coming in, but your universal soul is going to be the one that gets you through everything. So the victim energies is going to have to go eventually. All the victim energies, always asking external for help or looking for somebody else, that's going to be one of your biggest accelerations to understanding that your higher self is right there in front of you. Your future self is in front of you, and your universal soul the universal soul has everything. They got it, okay? So they will be the ones assisting you, okay? So that's very important. That I wish somebody would have told me that I didn't really know anybody that knew anything about oversouls at that time, but your oversoul got it. So the oversoul had to reboot the whole system and pretty much shut down all of my organs, and I was having an internal death. And you'll have ego deaths and phoenix cycles. You'll die a few times and come back. And so I was dying and coming back. Obviously all the organs shut down, and I went through a death. I think I had about 3 or 4 deaths during that time. So the whole body just completely shut down. The only thing that was the intense part about it was being taken out of the body, being put back into the body with the heart grid, and that's the plasma grid coming online. I had excruciating pain all the way up my spinal cord. It was the worst pain that I besides another Kundalini, you can say Kundalini experience, but another plasma upgrade that happened about 7 months ago. That one, very intense. That was a whole new planetary grid coming online. So that's all plasma grid. I'm going to say plasma for me anyways. So the plasma acceleration, I went to the hospital thinking that I had a heart attack. Had a heart attack or cancer and dying and all this stuff. And I went and got checked out, and there was nothing wrong with me. So I wanted to be able to share this today. I am going to close up the space. Now, how did I get through it? I slept. Because I had so much light coming through. Couldn't really leave the bed for about 4 months, but that really just had to do with belief systems and then me listening to too much of other people around me. But I couldn't move my neck, and I had everything was tilted because of the tetrahedrons taking spin, the MERKABA actually taking spin. So because the MERKABA activated, the tetrahedron activated, the whole reality was flipped upside down. So when I'm walking around, the whole reality, the whole hologram, and that actually has to do with the plasma upgrade. The plasma upgrade, the whole hologram was upside down and tilted. So anyone I'm talking to, it looks like they're just sideways to me. So that's a plasma grid that actually there's a whole purpose to it. But I couldn't move my neck, I couldn't move my body. I did have some good support. I had to not work anymore, and I was a waitress, so I couldn't work. There was no way I could work anymore. I couldn't move my body, but I had a really good manager, and he was really nice. That he knew that there was something wrong, because I was a great worker, just put it that way. And he was super nice to me, and I just told him there's no way I can come back and do this anymore because I couldn't move my neck or my body or anything. He actually was a very kind person. So I had some kind people, and then I had people who were not that kind to me, and that's okay because they're not in my body, so they wouldn't know, right? Most people only see from a 3D view, and I realized those people can only see through a 3D view. So long story short, he actually was a very, very beautiful manager, and I had other experiences with other souls that I realized that are just in a third dimensional consciousness, and all they can see is a flat line. They won't ever be able to expand outwards until they awaken in light. And they open their heart more. When they open their heart more, if their heart was fully open, so obviously you can tell that my awesome manager, his heart was open, and there was a lot of hearts closed around me, and there would be because of where I was fluctuating at. I allowed myself to stay there. So those were all my contracts, and great contracts with my oversoul to show me my oversoul took care of me and said, I promise you, you're going to have to go you're going to have to go lay down and sleep for almost a few months, and you're going to have to tune and tone and upgrade and let me just take care of you. I had great people come into my life that actually assisted me. And sure enough, I had beautiful angels come in and they assisted me during that time. So my oversoul was right. And he says, I'm going to prove some things to you. And my oversoul brought me beautiful angels to come into my life to help and assist and support me during that time. So I'm trying to express, if you are having any experiences like me, I couldn't move because my spinal cord was in such an excruciating pain. And also the feeling like you're having a heart attack when the heart is expanding and your thymus plasma grid's coming online, and that's your threefold flame. Just want you to know that real quick, of what that is too as well. There's an importance to my story that the oversoul and the angels that I had come in, because they are angels, to assist me during that time were contracted for when my plasma system was about to blow open. They were all contracted to me because I'm clearing for the collectives. Okay, and everything I do and everything I was going through was also for them too. And they all opened their hearts more, and all of them expanded too as well. So you have to understand that there is a timeline and activation and a purpose that I was activating them, even though I was in the victim energies and I thought I was dying or had cancer, brain cancer, all this stuff. And I was led to some really beautiful people about the ascension body. Now, after that happened, I had no choice but to go on my highest purpose with my oversoul and my councils. The highest purpose, to be an ascension way shower. Okay, so your experiences are beautiful experiences. So I want to expand everyone today. If you are having these experiences, remember to document them and to help other people in the future too as well. Okay, everything holds a purpose, but I realized that my oversoul was always there, and it was only always going to be my galactic councils and then some ground crew, and also and it's all being people that were you would never see anybody around me, so you wouldn't know because the human selves can't see anything. But I had a really great team that no matter how bad and it was bad, there was very intense peaks in the source currents opening up. I had a great alignment of some really great councils coming in to assist me with purifying the body the whole time. So I realized it really is just me and my oversoul. After so many years, it took me to turn my light switches on. Completely. So just remember, and the oversoul, which is the universal soul was always there. Always there. Okay? The universal soul had my back the whole time. Universal soul is you. You're your higher self. Your future self is able to take care of you too. So remember that too as well. See if you can let go of codependency really fast. Or you will have a crazy awakening like mine, and you'll have no choice but to remove your codependency really fast. And that was one of my biggest lessons, but it was a confirmation and non-proving anymore, knowing that the universal soul, the oversoul, universal, whatever you want to call them, has my back. Okay, it was very much took care of me the whole time. So I love you guys very much, and I hope you guys have a magical day. I will be on tonight to do a journey space with you guys. We're going to be doing MERKABA traveling tonight, but it won't be until like 8 o'clock Mountain time. Bye everyone.